It's tabletop time! I'm Dave. I'm the GM and narrator of tonight's episode of Call to Quest, which is, of course, available on all podcast platforms that are worth their salt.
Yay!
Not only that, this show is brought to you by Patreon, and we wouldn't be able to run it without Patreon. I'd like to shout out just the fact that we have merch available on our website, and really, it does help us.
That wasn't merch.
Don't show us that. No. But it does help us out. Please consider supporting. Like and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Check out our Discord. There's great things there. And you know where else there's great things? I just want to say a personal great thing. Legend Keeper is pretty awesome, and I use it to run my campaign. But tonight, something else that's awesome is getting on track and playing tonight's game. What one did I miss?
What else did
Gateway. We're playing Gateway.
And podcast.
So I did podcast first.
Did you?
I started with podcast.
Oh, you were too quick for me.
And also we're playing Gateway. Check it out.
Okay, well done. Okay, efficient. So if we do that every week, is that any?
Thanks, Dave.
Is that our
No worries.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay, okay.
take 5 for the team?
But you know what? Who are we? I don't know. Let's find out, starting with Jazza, who's back.
Hi, I'm back. I'm so excited to be back, everyone. I missed you. Stop it, Murray.
Can't give my name away.
And I'm playing the lovable Pockets / Cody.
Did you listen to the episodes in between?
Bits. So I haven't
You
got the whole...
didn't hear the dressing down that Pockets got.
No. But I saw the comments, so I need to recap.
Pockets got role played by Dylan, but he just mocked
It was
Cody
good.
for doing
It
it.
was
He was
so
just
good.
like, I'm going to steal all your stuff.
Love it.
Yeah, so he stole everything from everyone and ran away to do something heroic.
Beautiful.
Yar. My name is Jen, and I am playing Callum, and who is playing Celestia in this medieval realm. I can't remember the name. So sorry.
And you wear a Led
Black drink.
Zeppelin shirt. And you wear a jumper, the Led Zeppelin jumper.
Yeah.
The way you opened up, I thought you were about to rap, and I was really excited. Like, yo, my name is Jen.
Nah.
I have a hen.
Nah.
She wishes she had a hen. That's literally one of Jen's greatest dreams, is owning a hen.
Yeah.
Not even kidding.
It's the chicken dream, yeah.
You relate a little.
Yeah, we relate. Yeah.
I'm Murray, and I am playing the little drama kid Melvin, who is playing the very old and yet definitely not outspoken Oswald.
Yeah. I'm Elle, and I am playing Meg, and she is very academic and studious, and she is playing Katori, who also has a hen dream, like Jen.
Yay.
Loves her chickens.
Hen dream.
Yeah.
Nice, tied it back.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
And then we go to Hendrax.
Hendrax. Oh yes, I also played the GM in the game,
Yep.
who is Dylan, and Dylan plays as Hendrax, who's like his player character that keeps the party on track. And I also had the titular line in the movie Star Wars.
What was the line?
I just said, I'm just so sick of all these Star Wars.
All the wars amongst the stars.
Yeah. Hey, I had a great joke the other day. It was very funny. There was an episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and it was all about PTSD. And I said, looks like Dr. Mabenga, all he wanted to do was Star Trek, but unfortunately, there was Star Wars.
No, I thought it was pretty.
It was actually, if you watched it, you would have, if you knew Star Trek,
Explain
it was
the joke.
very witty.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was very
Thanks
clever.
for watching Call to Quest. No.
Do you know what
As
else
one
was
man at
funny?
this table with the power to immediately end the stream and the recording.
Yeah.
Toy with me. Laugh at my joke! Okay, so let's...
I will laugh at your joke when you give us a warning when you start streaming.
I thought you could say something completely different.
Okay, well, if we didn't start, we were never going to start. So now we're streaming, we're recording, and we're about to play. And the way we're playing is we're starting by we're saying,
Nice.
welcome back to Zosu, everyone.
Woo!
We're about to start combat! That's right. Because you are in the swamps and you have just met the lovely, the very sweet boy witch himself. Where is he? There he is. It's Asher and him and his lovely
He's
cat.
so cute.
I know.
Look at those bloody rosy cheeks.
The terrible witch of the swamps.
Every week I'm reminded we have a freaking awesome artist that does this stuff. That's so cool.
You've just gone to investigate the source of the bubbling purple haze that has been mystifying and destroying things. And upon getting closer, you failed a bunch of checks. and have been ambushed.
Oh, yeah.
So I would like you to place yourselves on the combat arena. Jazza is a wonderful observer.
I'll
for
be
this
the
situation.
DJ
You're
and the cameraman. Yeah, I can focus on
all the mini-men.
Yeah,
Jazza's
let's
character
do this.
Cody is currently away for the school holidays and not playing with the group, but we're going to finish this combat, then we're going to move on. So where are you all standing? Wherever you go, I'm going to put horrible monsters in advantageous positions.
Direction are we going? Are we?
You're in the middle of the table. You're surrounded.
Oblivious
There's a single
at the
dice there,
front
and it's bothering
of
me.
everyone.
This one?
Yep, thanks.
Jackson thought my joke was funny. Thanks, Jackson. He said the first time he heard it, it was
Jackson
funny.
would.
Well, that's because Jackson's got good taste.
I don't know what that means. He does. It's been
In
a
Star
long
Trek. He
time
actually
during
introduced me to
tabletop
Star Trek. The Strange New Worlds. I watched Star Trek ages ago, but I refused to watch the new stuff. But he insisted so many times. I went, okay, I'll watch
behind you.
Strange New Worlds, and it's
That's
really good.
Actually,
Okay, cool.
No.
I will
So-
go front on next to Celestia.
On this side?
All right,
Yeah, I will charge.
our miniature. Why are you putting Hendrax on the board? You can put
I
Hendrax on the
didn't,
board. Yeah, you can put him on the board.
He's meant to be there.
He hasn't climbed the tree yet. But good in.
We have to be on the board to climb the tree.
I'm a pacifist.
Shouting encouraging things down the
The mission is just to get him out of the tree.
Yeah.
He's stuck. Like a little kitten.
I can see my dying party from here.
Spot on impression.
He will never let you die. But
Never
from
gonna give
the
you
peripheries, you thought them consigned to the southern continent, but in fact, the abyssal dreadspawn have found their way to you, and in numbers greater than your last encounter. These vicious creatures sort of swarm from the edges of the swamp, appearing from the purple haze, as if the purple haze itself has aided their sort of sneakery, that they have some ability to get around in it without being, unduly affected, I guess. And they're all invading, and we're learning the perils of having magnets in the bottom of their bases.
Yeah, I heard the magnet click.
So,
I mean,
Do be moving.
You don't get to choose where they stand.
Destiny chooses.
Oh my god. This is abyssal and dreadish behavior.
but the thing that is a terrifying surprise for you all is not only is there more of them, but for the first time, one of their horrible larger beast monsters with them, the abyssal. There's the abyssal tormentor, the whip lashing sort of order-giving, slightly larger version, all played today by Hobgrots from Age of Sigmar, is marching towards you, leading his men. However, this particular abyssal tormentor is not a clever enough chap to technically count as a leader. This is just a scouting party, so all of these will be using the minions rules from Gateway, so that they'll be acting first, you'll be reacting to them, which means you'll always have the upper hand in this combat. Perhaps when you end up, if and when you were to end up fighting the mighty Strekrom,
Oh god.
you would probably then have to fight a leader.
Accompanied by just a
That's
variety
his
of
thing.
explosions.
Oh, you went here? Yeah. He's like
Oh,
he's like
just
Enchanted Tim
exploded
from
heaps.
Monty Python. So where he punctuates all his points by just like making explosions happen everywhere.
that.
Yeah. Have you seen him? Have you seen him?
Show me him.
How do I make
Way
characters
too
come
much
back
fun.
from there? There he is.
Oh yes, I have seen
Yeah.
him.
Can you just look at
And
his
I
hat?
think I saw the hat. That's the bit I saw. Yeah.
And it's my headcanon that breastplate is actually Oswald's breastplate from when he was young. Like the great hero's breastplate. And you
love
actually
it.
multiclassed into wizard as your body disappeared. You withered away. You were originally like Conan the Barbarian.
I love it.
Stephen Legg.
All right, back to the minicam, I guess. So we start with movement, and everyone gets a free movement, but the minions move first, and all of the minions are just going to advance.
Now what, fools?
There is a slight whimper as Asher sort of tugs at the strongest looking people there, sort of between Katori and Celestia, like an arm tugs on each. She's like, please, a dispatch of these. I'm not so good at fighting.
You've
And
got
it's your
this,
action.
don't worry.
Free move if you'd like.
Is there any mechanical benefits to being on that raised platform there?
Not that minor elevation, no.
Cool.
None other than looking epic.
I'm
Yes.
just,
There
well,
are
obviously I'm
currently
going to stand
none.
on it.
There will be, but this is a
Improvised high
prototype.
ground combat.
You intimidate by looking really cool. Just like Dave is right now.
No, I'm trying to think. I was thinking about high ground's actually a disadvantage, and then I went, no, that was when I used to LARP that high ground was a disadvantage, which is counterintuitive because headshots are illegal in LARPs because it's like out of play. So which means if you've got the high ground, you can't hit them, and they just poke you in the shins and you die, and you're like, this sucks. So, your moves.
I'll go on the stone.
I have a gateway question. I actually just don't know because maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Garden, cemetery, manor, estate. What gateway would you like to hear about?
On the cards it says S&M. I'm assuming that's range.
Yeah, short and medium.
So what is
or small and medium, or
what is the benefit of me using this short and medium
you
range?
can't use it if something's next to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the benefit is what it says on the card,
So it doesn't matter. It can either be used short or medium range, but
but you can't use it if you're adjacent to
yes.
someone. Yeah, that's the point of the
Great,
range. Yeah.
great. Is medium 2 spaces?
So adjacent is 1.
Yep.
Short is 2 squares next to you. Medium is 3 squares.
Like the enemy is on the 3rd square or
So
3 squares away?
there are currently 2 enemies that are short range. 1 that is medium.
Medium's the
2
one
that are
right
medium.
back.
3 that are medium. 3 are medium. Yep.
Okay,
And
yep,
2 are short.
Yep. Okay, yeah, cool.
Would you like to move anywhere,
From you.
Celestia?
No, I am staying where I am.
Cool.
I love that we talked about making this whole, like, we will add in like the advanced rules options for like centimeters and inches, but as soon as we actually started using hexes and like simplified movement, it was like, yeah, no, I like this.
Yeah.
I don't have to bookkeep.
Actually, I lied. I
Or
will
like
move
tape
one up.
measure constantly.
Yes.
Yeah.
In between these two?
Yeah.
Definitely wanna-
Yeah.
All right.
I would definitely forever play Gateway with hexes for sure.
Personally, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless I was doing like a
Full
big
of gusto and
Yeah,
ready
it was
to
like a
impress
table
Asher,
set
I'm going to
piece
jump
and
on this
stuff.
rock.
Nice.
Sorry, we were talking over your epic rock jump. Did you just move 2 squares?
Yes.
Did you know that, dude?
No, you move 1.
Oh, you only move one?
You
Okay.
only move 1. That was illegal.
You impressed Asher by getting close to the rock.
That's fine. I'll stand still. I'll stand with Asher.
Advance aggressively. You assume Asher didn't just move along with the 2 girls.
And I'll stay here.
Okay, Asher he did
I
move
see
along
what I
with the
want.
2. He
Give me this
actually didn't
invisible
have, he's
person.
just in that square. We don't have a model for Asher. We
Do
should.
you want a
Pop a little Asher down.
Hey, question:
pop a little dive?
Does charge? Is this Asher?
Well, he doesn't have a weapon, but sure, you can put that. You may as well. It's a placeholder. Because if Asher dies, I mean,
Here's Asher.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, he's next to the girls. He wants to be with the people he thinks can protect him.
Understandable.
And then ends Strand.
When you see the rippling biceps underneath their armor, it's like, yeah, no, I'm protected there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we've done our free movements. Now everyone basically declares what they're going to do. So the way it works with the minions is I'll just say what they're going to do. The ones that are adjacent to a target are going to use their pry and tear action. And the others, all the ones that aren't adjacent, are going to use a reckless advance, which actually allows them to move 1 step closer if there aren't targets in range. So then you guys get to say what you're doing, basically.
So they're going to move closer, is that correct?
Yeah, but the way it works is their move closer specifically says before rolling. So it doesn't have, they've declared what they're doing. They only get to move so you now to say what you're doing, but you all know that all the ones that aren't adjacent get to move 1 before they roll. Does that make sense?
No. So if I want to do an attack, for example, that does multiple targets, would that be a good idea or a bad idea?
If you're adjacent to multiple targets,
But they're going to move, right, before I hit them?
they'll move before they roll, which means that
Yeah.
When do they roll?
after you declare them, we all roll together.
So yes.
But they might choose to move in different directions.
Well, I'll try my luck.
Okay, cool. They won't because they're dumb minions.
Exactly.
I'm going to pummel armor the one to Katori's left.
Cool.
I am going to use Chain Lightning on the leader.
On the one all the way over here. He's at long range.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Well, we now get to resolving some combats, and this nasty Abyssal Dreadspawn advances closer to Oswald, and then this one decides to. Oh, I didn't say what he was doing. Sorry. The Tormentor. The Tormentor is going to use Implacable Advance, so he actually doesn't get to move this turn. Until after all of combats have rolled, because he doesn't have the reckless advance, he has the implacable advance. So next up, what happens is we've all declared our combats, and we can say to the viewer, to the podcast listener, the state of play, or I should say the state of play. Currently there is one Dreadspawn in adjacent combat range to Oswald the Wizard. They are kind of separated from the rest of the group, and then we have Katori and Celestia sort of in a melee with 3 of the monsters, and behind those 3 monsters we have their leader, the Abyssal Tormentor, who's just sort of standing there. He's going to do something cool eventually.
There you go.
So then we resolve things, and I like to resolve things in the simplest possible order, which would be to start with the one that's fighting Oswald. So Oswald, you did Chain Lightning. Can you tell us what that does? So it costs you 2 spirit.
Yep, it does. I get no bonus to roll, but I get to apply Face Eyes X marks 2 stun to any enemies adjacent to the target I hit.
Okay.
Along with
and it
my
does extra
target.
damage, right?
You say face size marks.
Which one are you talking? Face eyes.
Face
The
eyes.
Tormentor.
Which one's the Tormentor?
The
one on
back
here.
of this
The
spear.
back-
Okay,
Luffy
cool.
sword.
All right.
So it says, oh, it does say apply face eyes
Face
X marks
eyes
too.
X marks.
Yeah, because we haven't met yet.
You thought I was trolling.
Prototype games.
spell is
Okay, so that's an emoji thing that hasn't loaded properly, so that's what that is. So it adds +2 to your damage, so this does a lot of
It's
damage.
one of these. So
Ba-
it's stun.
Basically, yeah, if you hit any enemy adjacent and the enemy gets 2 stun. And stun is they reduce their dice pool by that amount for the next attack. So you roll that.
That's a good way to do stun.
There we go.
That's just fair. And then we can, I agree.
I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate, and stun in D&D sucks.
Like it doesn't do anything, it's too powerful.
You just don't.
Stun. You skip
Get
the
Get
turn.
us started on
anything.
grapple. Grapple is so useless.
Anyway.
D&D.
You've been playing Baldur's Gate?
No, I don't have a PC.
Oh,
I really want
neither
it.
do I. Well, that's not true. But I've been using my Steam Deck.
Play on Steam.
It's very cool. I took it on holiday.
That's what
You see.
Jazz was doing on his holiday.
It's actually mostly what I was doing on my holiday.
Good luck.
Nice.
Yeah.
Focus and intelligence.
You can do it.
2.
2.
With a massive blast of lightning, your chain lightning arcs between all these targets, and the Abyssal Tormentor grounds his shield into the ground and arcs his sword forward, and your lightning just uselessly blasts straight through him, and he just sort of flinches slightly, and he takes the whole thing and just redirects it and grounds it into the earth. And you're like, what the hell? He's been bending with Zuko. And yeah, he got far more successes. So he basically, his defensive role made him impervious.
Guess had a lot of dice. Holy crap.
That is, oh
That is
my
a lot of
goodness.
dice.
Yeah, so the ability he used, Implacable Advance, is like a hard defensive thing. So it's like a full defense. He gets extra defensive dice, and then he moves forward 1 step. So he happened to use a very defensive move. You've now learned that. That's the fun about fighting enemies. Just like in D&D, they might be resistant to something. So Implacable Advance, when he declares it, it's him like he's very defensive.
Wow.
But the little dude, the little Dreadspawn, attacks you, but he actually goes against the 2 that you rolled, because you only ever roll once. So that 2 successes is your defense roll. And it gets 2. So you now get to reroll. Just against this though. So it's the same dice you roll for Chain Lightning, but defensively. 3 successes.
3 successes.
Now that we just keep going until we cry. I mean die. 1 success.
3, 4.
With a bunch of jostling and stabbing, Oswald, you successfully sort of parry his little knife away.
Actually, I prod him away with the end of the stuff. Get back!
All right, now, Celestia.
Yeah, I never declared what I was doing.
You said multi-attack.
Or blade dance specifically.
Oh, sure, go for it.
Cool.
What's Blade Dance? Tell us all.
So
Dance for
it
us.
gives me no bonuses, but on weapon damage, apply weapon damage up to 4 targets whose combat roll you beat.
Cool.
Yeah. Take that.
Cop that! So just to keep it simple, I'm going to say the two nasty abyssal dreadspawn that Celestia can fight, the adjacent targets, will both also be stabbing at Celestia, and the last one will be stabbing at Katori.
Let's go.
Which one were you targeting, Katori?
The one to my left. So I think that's the one that's
perfect.
attacking me.
All right,
Yeah.
so the first dreadspawn gets a total of 3 successes, and the second dreadspawn gets 3 successes.
Jen's good.
Whoa.
Yay! Oh my god, that doesn't exist in the game yet! So, can you tell me one more time what your ability does?
So apply weapon damage to up to 4 close targets whose combat roll I beat.
Nice.
Oh, that's your like 2 spirit, like really strong one. Okay.
Sure is.
Choice to get a critical
So,
roll.
what's your weapon damage?
Short sword is 3.
3, and these both only have 6 health and no defense. So you just like Celestia slices wide and just cuts into both of these, halving their health in a single round.
Nice.
And then
Two of
Katori.
them?
2 of them have half health. They're not dead.
Nice.
They're just very bad. I'm not dead. I'm just very badly wounded.
I will roll now.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, so
no,
you
that's
can
okay. So
Declare
I
what are you
do.
doing?
I am doing pummel armor.
First combat.
No, this is my second. But last time I just got wailed upon and didn't hit anyone. So we're hoping to improve. So I'll do pummel armor, which means +1 to blunt weapon skill and -2 weapon damage. Any target you hit permanently loses 1 point of armor.
Okay. Which now you know they don't have armor is less useful.
Woo!
But that's the fun of fighting the same enemies again. You learn.
But it's my blunt plus my power. Blunt weapon training.
Yeah,
plus
that's
my power?
correct.
Okay.
Plus strength. Oh, you know, power for that weapon. Yeah,
Plus power.
My
that's
bad.
fine. Okay.
Wait, is it power or is it strength? I think it's strength.
I think it's
Strength. It's
Four.
strength. It's strength. So just take away a
Nice.
dice that didn't succeed. I only got 2 successes, so you can't fail either way. You successfully hit. So is it minus on your weapon damage?
Yeah. So I do 1
You
damage.
bonk 1 on the head for 1 damage. Just sort of
I
stuns it a little
destroyed its
bit.
non-existent armor.
Yeah, his
and I
helmet,
say,
his broken helmet.
How are your defenses now?
Nice. I like
Good
the idea
play.
he's wearing like a ill-fitting pop helm, and you just kind of baseball batted it off the head, and it just went flying.
Your armor is futile.
Pathetic. And then
Really
we
pathetic.
mosey on to the next round. Anyone who is not adjacent to an enemy can move. Anyone who is no longer gets that free move action. But at the end of that turn, the Abyssal Tormentor does get to have that free move. Currently, we don't have any rules about occupying the same hex. So we're just going to remove that as an option and say that you can't do it. For now, we'll worry about that in playtesting. So he moves there, and then it's the free move step. Everyone's adjacent except for the Abyssal Tormentor, who advances one further step
I'm
towards Katori, sort of skirting around the side to get into combat. None of you can move, which means we then get to declaration. All of the nasties are going to use... What will they use? Pry and tear.
Oh.
I knew it. Actually, except with one exception, the one fighting Oswald will not use Pry and Tear. And of course, the Abyssal Tormentor will use Implacable Advance. Again, the defensive one.
Can you tell us what Pry and Tear does? Or can you not tell us?
They've used that on you before. So Pry and Tear, they get a reduction to their damage, but they ignore up to 3 points of armor. So they basically stick their needly little claws in all the gaps in your armor and scrape. They can only do 1 damage, but they can ignore up to 3 points of armor.
Okay. Are we declaring? Is that what we're doing?
This is the funnest combat music ever.
Yep.
Yes,
we
what are you
declaring action.
I'm gonna cleave
I liked it.
them.
I have a quick question. I can't remember if we've covered
It's
this
maybe
before.
where it was playing for 20 minutes. Sorry, go on.
Do I reckless attack using the training of my wizard focus?
You
Because I'd be hitting it with my stick.
So you can, because you have a staff. So the wizard staff in particular has a weapon value. So only the staff can be used in close combat as a weapon.
Can't.
But you can. You could
nose.
So
Troll bogies.
yeah, you can. No, you can't do the wand. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. But you of course have the basic level of staff, which has weapon 2. So basically, it's a weapon that counts as having damage of 2.
Damn. Hit
Nice.
with it more often.
Yeah.
Now the good, well, the bad news with your staff is that if you use your focus against an adjacent target, you only do 1 damage. If you use your focus against a non-adjacent target, it's 3. So you basically, you're 3 damage with magic at range, 1 damage up close because they interrupt your staff gesticulating.
Yeah.
But because staffs are special in this way, you also have that middle ground option to do 2 damage by bonking, and then you can use things like that. But the reckless attack card, because it says weapon attack, you can't use it for a magic spell, if that sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
So you absolutely can bonk him.
Cool. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow up my flurry of blows with even more flurry of blows.
Okay. Who else? Who's doing what?
I'm going to reckless attack.
Nice.
Yes.
The same one.
Yes.
Cool. Jen.
Cleave.
It is
Cleave.
now defenseless.
And we know what they're all doing, so let's start with Oswald.
Cool.
5 successes
Oh
against you.
my goodness.
Bro, you need to calm down. I'll get 3.
4.
No, that's 4.
4.
Hey.
You get stabbed. What's your armor?
Get goblin
2.
stabbed.
2 armor. So it only does 3 damage, which is negated by 2. It has no pierce on its basic attack. And a little dagger stabs you for 1 damage. And then we'll go to the cleaving Celestia. Against the first Rip and Tear attack gets 4 successes. The second one gets 4, but cleave well, it doesn't matter. They both got 4 and they both have the same health. So you're going against 4 successes. Now, cleave also uses spirit. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
So you got 3 successes. Now, that's a miss,
Yep.
but you do know that 2 enemies got 4 successes.
Yes, I take both.
So you could choose to use a knack to give yourself +1.
I'm
And then
gonna
you
do-
tie with them and force a reroll on everyone.
I'm gonna do that. Let's do it.
Okay?
Sounds great. How many dice are they rolling?
Given that they both succeeded against you and you use
good, yeah.
spirit, it's probably a good choice.
Good strategy.
Oh, so they're rolling the same as me. All right.
Because you've only got 6.
3 in sword, 3 in strength.
Yeah, okay, sure. You're not epic, I get it. 3 successes on the one you're fighting.
Oh, yeah. I had a feeling it was gonna be worse.
Poop.
And 3 successes on the other one. All right. Unfortunately, Celestia attempts to go for the massive cleave, and as she lifts up her blade, 2 rapidly little fingers stab in. You take 2 damage, 1 from each of them, because they have pierced 3 on each of their attacks.
Ow.
But they only do 1, so they hack away, give you 1 damage each. Lastly, Katori. The bonk that stopped a nation, 4 successes as this one attempts to
God.
pierce through your armor.
That's not going to go well.
4.
There's a 2 there.
That's 4 successes.
Oh, it was a 2,
but
it's fine.
So
I
you only
could-
got 5 dice.
Well, I'm doing a reckless
Okay,
attack, and
so
also
we
you
re-
said it's strength instead of power.
It's 4 versus 4, so we re-roll.
Could I use a knack? To
You
just
could use an act to
automatically
win. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, you use an act. Describe how you would like to apply mace to face.
I will look back at Asha
Mm-hmm.
behind me and look at the little cat and say, "This is for you, cat." And then I turn back to the other and go, "Stay away!" And I just bonk it on the head really hard with the mace.
There's a sort of sound, and its face literally goes concave. But it doesn't die.
No,
and it just kind of snarls horribly, but it has this huge dent in its face.
It's like the old rubber toys where you like.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm picturing. Its eyes sort of bug out like a chihuahua, and it's like, but it looks very furious. It's disfigurement.
that wasn't what happened.
How much damage does your weapon do?
That 3 + 1.
So 4, and it had already taken 1.
Yeah,
so it's on 5 out of 6. It's on 1 health. Looking not too good. All right, so that's another round of combat. But at the end of the round, this big nasty takes a big step forward. That's the Tormentor is now in combat range. But as that happens after all rolls, he doesn't get to attack.
Jazza, can you pass me those cards?
Yes, which ones?
The ones that are mine?
Oh, the ones that I totally disorganized?
Maybe.
What do you... Oh, boy.
Because I think
Buddy.
I meant to have 3. Yeah?
What are you after?
What are you buying?
Give me something that does extra damage.
It's all the mace.
These are all mace things. And there's doubles in there.
We love mace.
Have fun, good luck.
Thank you. Ooh. I got it.
Cool.
That little guy on 1 HP better watch out.
So, everyone bonking. Abyssal Dreadspawn. Everyone's going to go rip and tear. They're all going to fight the same targets they fought before. However, horrifyingly, the Abyssal Tormentor is now in close combat. So we got some bad news. He has a trait called Brutal Taskmaster, which says that Abyssal Dreadspawn next to him get +1 damage. He is also going to use Sunder as he lifts up his massive sword and swings it down towards Katori. It looks like a very, very, very dangerous attack, just so you know. All right,
So
what are we all
you're aware when
doing?
he hits you with it.
Well, the players, of course, knowing what enemies do, could choose to pick more defensive actions if they wanted to, for example.
Question, what does the armor do right here?
It's just flat reduces damage from attacks against you.
So it's like a counter that
Damage
diminishes?
reduction,
Yeah.
That is-
No, it doesn't diminish.
Oh, okay.
No, it
How
just...
much armor do you have?
3.
If they do 4 damage, it turns into 1. If you know, but they might have attacks that negate armor.
Yeah, that's what the pierce does. So the little guys have pierce 3, which means they negate up to 3 points of armor.
Gotcha.
All right.
Is it just the one next to him that got strengthened by his attacks?
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my impressive staff-based walloping did nothing last round, so I'm going to switch it up and actually use my forte magic. I'm going to use Crushing Force, which can be used in close quarters.
Yes. Although...
Yes, Game Master?
No, this is clever. What I was going to say for the context is that I described the so there's different types of damage, and most of the time the weapon will say like weapon focused damage, which is where we got those numbers that if you're adjacent you do 1 damage with magic, if they're far away you do 3. Murray has intuitively, without knowing, just by reading his rules, worked out, which I love, that he's picked an ability that just does flat damage. So if he succeeds, it does a flat damage that ignores armor rather than doing damage based on his focus, which means even when they close combat, it is just as effective. Hopefully you hit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You get a star.
What were you doing, Jen?
I'm going to cautious attack.
Cautious attack?
Yeah.
3
Which one?
focus, 3 intelligence.
The one
Yeah,
in the middle?
yeah. Blonkus.
All right, we're doing Oswald first?
Yeah, I get +1.
Do you want me to announce?
I got 3
my-
successes.
I got
Scott, roll it.
Announce what I'm doing?
Yeah.
5, 4, 5.
4.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Good work.
I'm going to do smash to the ground.
Smash to the ground. Okay. You succeed. And what's it called? Crushing Force.
Crushing Force. I inflict 2 pure damage upon this little guy.
So basically, Oswald sort of makes a magic rune or something, and this just weight of the world of air just presses in from all angles and just starts crushing you.
We're doing
Yeah, make
awful
a magic
things.
rune which turns to stone and just like flattens him like the Mario.
Well, it
thing.
does 2 damage. It has 6 health, and that's the first damage it's taken. So it goes to 4 health.
Nice.
But you do get some damage across.
Cool. You know what I'm gonna do? No, actually, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna use body to increase the damage. That would be funny though.
I mean, you can.
That would be cool.
I'm more concerned about taking damage.
All right. So next up, we have Celestia and the
Yarrow.
tickles that you're receiving. We have
Oh,
5
goodness.
successes
You are
from the one you're
rolling
attacking.
like fire, Dave.
Oh my gosh. They're
Yeah,
cracked.
what's going on?
It never happens. just when I'm using pathetic, pointless monsters that aren't that heavily related to the plot.
Jen got 1.
Jen got 1 success.
Oh no.
And the other one got 5 successes as well. So Celestia, as 2 more sets of rakish claws tear into you,
You playing
you
Tyranids
take
or
a
something?
further 2 damage, going to 2 health.
You can reduce injury, right?
Yeah, you can use your
You can
grit.
spend
Yeah.
your body.
Your grit.
And also,
Your body.
To reduce it by what? By 2?
No, each point is 1 point you can reduce it by.
How much damage do they
To
do?
1 from each.
So 2 in total.
If you, yeah.
there's also no rule in Gateway so far that says you can't run away from a dire situation.
Can't run away.
I think
I'm not
I actually
that
feel
brave,
something
so
can't
Rob.
move.
Toro, we have a healer.
Well, yeah, apparently.
How are you doing down there? You all seem to be struggling. Would you like me to aid you?
Yes.
Says Hendrak.
Yes.
You're all bleeding quite
Yes.
All right, darling, I'm coming down. Just give me a second. These branches are tricky.
Imagine the image of him like trying to get the tree like Winnie the Pooh, so like wiggling his bum to try and reach the next branch down.
I'm on 1 health.
I hope Ash's cat is judging him so hard as he's stuck in his tree.
He's just watching to make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah, okay. The click clacks.
I'm just. All right.
Clickety clickety.
Click clacks.
So, that means it's Katori. Katori, your roll.
Yeah, so I'm going to be targeting the big boss.
So did you use your thing to negate them both?
I'm on 1 health. No, just 1.
You're on 1 health.
Yeah, correct.
Had you already taken damage?
Yeah.
No, not before we started the encounter.
Yeah.
The guys did like 4 damage to me
Have they
beforehand.
beaten you twice?
Yes.
So you failed every round. and
6 health.
You
Now I
keep
have
rolling 5
1.
successes.
Yes.
You have one
My
health.
ass.
Yeah. That's why he's just like head cracks. What are you doing?
I didn't know you were that. So they do have the trait Bloodthirsty, which is why
Great.
they're doing so well, which means when you're under half health, they get an extra dice to their attack.
Oh.
So, like,
Did you
to
know
hit.
I was under half
No.
health? Okay, well,
You were winning
dice,
anyway.
baby.
Not damage.
No,
it's
no,
just
it's a
hits.
hit.
So
He
they
was
were hitting you
hitting
anyway.
you anyway.
It's a bit more than
All
one
right,
success.
Which one are you attacking?
The big guy.
The big guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're leaving the crumpled
Yeah,
man.
look, he's. Yeah.
It's
enough.
Okay.
I'll leave you right there for now.
Corey.
Sit and work out like what that weird thing in your mouth is. It's not your spinal fluid.
Part
I
of
don't
my
know.
mace.
Ah, my
And I'll move on
forehead.
to this
Yellow and gooey. That's,
Yeah, you just turn over there. All right.
Think about what you've done.
Is that two?
Those two. That
Well,
was great.
so I'm going to give Crumpet, I'm going to give him 3 dice, half his dice. And he got 2 successes.
So we re-roll.
Yeah, but your 2 is still kept
I'm
against
trying
the
to
big
hit the
boy.
big guy.
Yeah,
Can we?
but
Okay.
he's Crumpet's attacking
Can
you.
Crumpet be our
Crumpet gets-
NPC?
You could probably adopt him now. He doesn't remember much.
Oh my god, yes. Oh no. Yes.
Yes, so Crumpet will not successly.
Survive.
No, his depth perception is all shot because his eyes are plugged out each side, so he's just swiping at the air in front of him.
Can I just can I put a hand on his weird crushed head and just hold him off as I'm trying to hit the other guy?
At this rate, yes, you can. So Sunder.
Stay back, Crumpet.
So you only got 2 successes against the
Yeah, it was
the big
it
boy there.
wasn't
So that's a
fab.
problem.
It wasn't
because
fab.
that Sunder is coming
Please
down.
roll bad.
I did.
Oh my
I rolled
God.
one success. I rolled, that pays off.
When it matters most.
Yay.
1 out of 8. Okay,
Thanks,
so
Jen, for taking
you,
all those really high rolls.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
you succeed.
Okay.
Yay.
So any target you hit suffers -3 to their dice pool in the next round of combat.
Ooh.
So you stun 3'd him, basically. Does it do damage?
Yeah, still 1 damage.
Oh, so it's -2 damage.
Yeah, so it's smashed to the ground.
Okay, and
Dramatically.
so the massive tormentor gets rocked back on his feet by this huge blow. However, because he has armor, he doesn't actually take any damage, but he does take the stun 3. So next round he'll have 3 less dice.
I have used pummel armor against every other enemy.
And the one that has armor. All right, next round fight.
bold
They're all doing. All the monsters are doing the exact same thing they did before, but in the free movement, Hendrax is going to climb down the tree and arrive. It'll be behind Oswald because that's the free square.
I'm coming, friends. That one? Or
No, there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry.
right.
I shouldn't speak for Hendrax. I'm just.
Has Oswald taken
Everyone.
damage?
Hey, he spoke for
Yes.
Pockets. Dave spoke for you. So
Fair's fair.
So they're all attacking the same targets. What are you all doing?
Blocking stance.
I'm so hungry. I'm thinking burgers.
stop.
We'll end you.
I'm going to use blocking stance.
All right, so you're going defensive. That's sensible. Celestia, I think you're really cool. Keep trying.
Blood. Gosh.
Katori, you're very impressive.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
Asha.
Yeah.
But Celestia is trying very hard.
I am going to pummel armor against the one.
the one with armor.
You are more than a
These
punch.
effective swings would be better used over here.
Thank you for being target practice, Crumpet.
Playing the drums over there. Ding, 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 ding.
He only had a helmet.
Oswald.
And it worked.
It
What was your
works.
action?
Yeah, I just need a warm-up swing.
Crushing Force worked so well last time. I'm going to do it again.
All right. Well, we'll start all of the rolls off with someone who doesn't need to roll because using this spell, you would roll a defensive roll, and there are no enemies attacking Hendrax. Therefore, he can cast it without bothering to roll because it basically says, provided that you roll it and successfully defend, so you're not interrupted effectively, you may restore a single health to a single ally that is close to you. So basically, you, Oswald, gain 1 health as Hendrax alights the ground.
Celestia is like, over there, like,
He can't reach you.
To be fair, he can't reach you this turn. He can only move one at a time. Hendrax alights the ground and says, Celestia, I'm coming, but while I'm here, and he spanks Oswald on the ass for old time's sake, and a healing surge of energy jolts up the old man's back.
Sexual healing.
That's a different musician.
just like the good old days.
No, Oswald and him are friends from way back. It's
Yeah.
just horseplay for them. So, rest of the rolls. Oswald, crushing blow
Yeah, all right, I'll
versus
go
the beautiful Shankings. 3 successes.
Why is everyone in chat saying geez nuts?
Oh no.
Don't know.
Everyone in chat saying
Oh,
geez nuts?
hungry for Mickey
no,
D.
Mickey D.
You did this.
That was your fault, Dave.
Okay. All
We
right.
banned food chat for a reason.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
So what did you roll?
I rolled more than you
Hungry
did.
for blood.
So you take 1 damage.
Dare you? Really? All right.
Yep.
I accept this.
Well, Hendrax, I just healed that, Oswald. You've got to be more careful.
Maybe he liked the hit.
Yeah, he was getting healed, but he kind of was thrown off by being smacked in the bum.
was like,
Just,
oh.
failed to deflect.
I wiggle my posterior.
The more
as Hendrax.
the more I injure myself, the more butt wax.
Celestia, make your awesome roll of coolness.
Oh, because I have a shield. Right. So I roll the 2 and...
What?
And try and make it a roll of
what's
coolness
your ability?
this time.
Read what it says. Reading the card explains the card. We
if
say
you-
in Magic the Gathering.
If you're hit by any target attacks this turn, add your shield's block value to
Yep.
your defense
So
before taking damage.
What does the hit roll say?
0.
No, what's the words say? The words.
Words?
What's
Blocking stance, weapon skill.
weapon skill? So you don't roll with your shield, you roll with your weapon.
Okay.
So you roll with swords.
Okay.
It's a bit counterintuitive.
That's 6.
Do you want me to explain why that is?
Yes.
Because it's not that you're hiding and holding your shield up with 2 hands. Blocking stance just means you're fighting defensively behind your shield. So you're still attacking them. You're just it's just a more defensive fight. So because there's defensive fighting, which is the card that doesn't require training. This is basically better than that because you have a shield. So the way it works is you still can deal damage. You don't get any advantages in combat except if you fail, and if you are hit, you get to add more defense.
I will use this card
It's
more often.
basically cautious attack without a negative to your roll.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And if you fail the roll, you get an extra defense.
Yeah.
So it's actually really good. Shields are good.
Oh, what am I... Yeah,
So you roll whatever your roll is,
Let's go.
and you roll against the mighty.
Oh,
So I got
Just stop tapping.
so I got 7 successes.
How many, sorry?
7. Oh fuck! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I got 5 successes. You got 6.
I got 6.
The second one that's attacking you. Only got 2.
Great.
But-
What a chump.
You got 6.
So what's your weapon damage?
0. Wait,
No,
what? 3.
that's
3.
Okay, and how much health did it have? 3. So you get to slay one of the Abyssal Dreadspawns.
Slay, Jen. You get to slay.
Can I say what I do?
Yes,
can I do
that's what
can
I'd
do
like. I
the
can't
thing?
legally say the line because it's copyrighted, but
Yeah,
Is it
sure.
really? Is it really?
wherefore art thou do this?
Is it really?
What is the manner in which
Really?
What manner
You
would you
would
like to slay
like-
your foe with, my friend?
Our slay on this day.
So,
Wait,
Celestia...
it's like a bridge captain from Star Trek. Everyone's got their own engage. Could be like, you slay.
Not as impactful. I'm just going to admit that.
We'll workshop it.
So Celestia, who's bleeding out profusely with her 1 health, struggles to hold her sword, but gives it one final breath and completely takes the head off.
And it spirals in the air. Splats down. There's a few shrill screeches from the Dreadspawn. So their companion is sort of like,
is that the messed up
oh,
one?
you know it is. Crumpet's mouth doesn't work properly anymore.
Crumpet got crumpled.
So that's a dead Dreadspawn. I will let you know if you hit 0 health, it hasn't happened yet. I'm keeping it a very special surprise. You don't die and you don't drop at 0 health.
I didn't think so.
Something different happens.
Oh, I'm excited. Let's do it.
Do it.
Die.
So you actually become injured and you enter an injured state where you're less effective in combat.
Like she's not already
And
injured.
No, but these are injuries. So Celestia isn't actually crippled. Celestia is at the point of like, the cool cut on the cheek and a couple of bruises and
blood down
blood down the lip. Anime's still fighting.
Metal.
When you're injured, it's like you actually have an injury and you're like
See.
now
Have
hobbled.
to do that.
You have to go
You have to hold your guts in.
for at least 2 episodes until you finally go, yeah, enough, and then it just the injury goes away. Those broken
scream
ribs.
it out.
Magic sparkles.
Flex your rib back into shape.
Yeah, that's it.
But there is one stabbing Katori. Katori.
I must stab at it.
Well, are we going to roll the Tormentor first?
That's up to you.
Okay.
If you want to roll crumpet.
No, Tormentor
first.
first, and then I'll do Crumpet.
Okay.
But Tormentor has 3 less dice.
Yeah.
Only 1 success.
1 d4.
4.
Yeah.
And Crumpet also misses.
What a surprise.
Instead of flailing.
I'm not worried about
What was your attack? You'd be breaking armor, aren't you?
I am, pummel armor. Any target you hit permanently loses 1 point of armor.
And what damage does it do?
Well, it's -2, and I do 3 damage. but
So
you
it's
said
1, and it has 2
reduces. Yeah.
So you break one of its armor, and,
didn't do any
and you don't do any
damage.
damage, but it's now only got 1 armor.
I destroyed your pot, which was actually armor this time, and not the pot.
Well, I will tell you at this point now that the information is pertinent. So it has 2 armor, and as you smash your mace into this like rudimentary iron breastplate that was held over its chest, and that shatters and drops to the ground in pieces, you realize that a bunch of the strength of its armor was in this thick demonic hide, almost like lizard or armor on a dinosaur. Its natural body is what's giving it the rest of the armor. This creature actually has natural armor 1, which means its armor can never be reduced below 1. So you've now broken off its armor, but it physically is a resilient creature, so it always counts as 1 armor. You can still pierce. Pierce works. You just can't reduce it below 1.
Again. Yeah.
That rule is something that so far only monsters can have. It represents things that aren't human or aren't attainable by equipment. But theoretically, if we introduced
If we break it hard enough.
no, well, what I was thinking was actually theoretically, if we introduce different species as playable species, it could be the sort of thing that could be a trait of a species that you could have one that has natural armor.
Natural armor. Yeah.
So
Definitely where I thought that sentence
awesome.
was going.
Hey, guess what? We're still fighting.
So if we skin him and then stitch his skin to us, we will have natural armor.
Oswald takes a step next to Celestia.
What's up?
Oswald?
Not Oswald. Hendrax. Hendrax. I'm coming to heal you, Celestia. Stay still.
Hooray.
Combat. All doing the same thing?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Oswald?
Ooh. Let me see. I am going to use cautious attack.
With your staff?
Yes.
Okay. Celestia?
I'm going to give that a go.
Same thing, blocking stance again.
Fighting the one that remains.
Brutal swing.
Brutal swing. And we're going to go the Sunder into Katori, and everyone else is attacking the same target. So we're going to start.
Katori, you are just
Katori is a powerhouse.
pumping heat right now.
Crumpet pretty soon.
And we're going to go with Oswald first.
Okay.
6 successes. 5 successes.
I'm giving
5
Crumpet
successes.
a show.
Well, I got 1.
You got
So you take 1 more damage.
And what a solid one that was.
Thank you.
Celestia. 2 successes against you.
I know. Not American rubbers for the Americans. We mean erasers.
Oh,
1
one.
success.
Yeah.
Yes, good
Celestia takes
clarification.
1 damage.
Then
But Hendrax heals 1 damage off you.
I figured out who was in my head for Crumpet. The alien kid from Treasure Planet.
Oh my god.
that's just
That's
funny.
kind of exactly right.
Yeah.
I know, right?
We got it.
So Celestia is struck. What?
If you're hit by any attacks this turn, add your shield's block value to your defense before taking damage. How much damage did you do? 1?
1.
Well, I have 2 shield.
So you no,
defense.
your shield's block value is 1. It's on the equipment. It's not your shield skill.
My
It's your shield's block
1.
value, which is 1. So you go to 4 defense. You actually take no damage.
Woo!
So, but you do get healed 1 by Hendrax.
Just 1.
That solely heals a turn 1 health. He has more powerful spells, but he's not exerting himself. He's got to get his beauty sleep. Gonna save his spirit. You guys are spending your spirit like crazy. Hendrax knows that resurrection
say.
spell is worth holding on to your spirit for.
Okay.
So, Crumpet.
No.
Crumpet is throwing
Okay.
in 0 successes.
I'm still attacking the big one though.
Yep.
Hey.
4 successes. Okay, well, finally, angered by the stagger, angered by the armor destroyed, this massive 2-handed sword swings in and hits you. Now, it does 4 damage.
My goodness.
You have 3 armor,
I do.
so you take 1 damage.
Ah.
However,
Oh.
it has stun 1 and break 1. So it permanently destroys 1 point of your armor as it smashes off your pauldrons and breaks off your plate armor from your arm,
my
sends
goodness.
rings of chainmail scattering about. And this isn't something that restores after the combat. This is destroyed, you need to get to a blacksmith or something to fix it.
Permanently.
Permanently destroys.
My goodness.
Does it reduce the armor?
Or if you had a relevant training that would allow you to fix it yourself. But it's actually broken.
Does it reduce the armor?
Yeah. So Katori's armor is now 2.
So I've lost 1 point of armor and 1 point of health. Correct?
1 point of armor, 1 point of health, and you have -1 to your dice pool next turn.
Eee.
Yeah, this thing's a doozy.
Yeah, these guys are nasty.
Right, next turn. Hey, it's all fun and games till someone gets hurt. I wanted to see what a sort of proper. I have to confess, this was a bit self-indulgent for testing Gateway. I wanted to see what a proper combat would feel like with like multiple enemies, multiple rounds.
Yeah.
Not just like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll get some experience after this though. Wait, sorry, I should have. Oh, I'm forgetting myself. Don't worry, guys. I know this one's. There's a lot of enemies. It's your first time fighting this many, but like, I'm planning on awarding you a few experience points to, juice up, level up your characters a little bit, and get a bit stronger.
Good. I worked hard for that armor.
Well, I mean, it shows we can introduce the economy. We haven't actually had like a shopping adventure yet. You've never sort
That's
of
the
tried
thing
out.
people do?
Oh, yeah, it's like totally a thing. Like when people are maybe stressed or have been playing too long, they sometimes just want to unwind. So they go and buy some like magic items or whatever and talk to shopkeepers. Go to the Duck on Coal again, have a bit of a relax, So,
Yay.
yeah, I'm sure someone will be able to fix up your armor. But for now,
Okay.
It's kind of a shame Cody isn't here. He'd be really excited about this.
Yeah.
when's that kid get back anyway?
Soon, I think. I'm not really sure.
End of the holidays, right?
How long is he gone for again?
End of vacation.
Let's keep
Oh
playing.
yeah, vacation. Sorry, I've been watching too much Skippy the Bush Kangaroo, and they keep saying holidays on that
Oh,
show.
it's like Australian?
Yeah. I love Australians. They're great.
Australia.
It's like that time you didn't say swimsuit. You said something else instead. I
Yeah,
can't
again,
remember
it's
what
from
it was.
Skippy, man. That show
Yeah.
is so
Maybe it's
good.
from like Melbourne? Like,
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like Melbourne, Florida.
That's all I've heard about.
I
Skippy
actually
the
think
Bush
Melbourne,
Kangaroo.
Florida is a place.
Is that why they?
But they say
Yeah, I think so.
Melbourne.
Yes, Melbourne is a city in Florida.
But no, it's not. It's Melbourne.
Well, I just wanted to say that in Brevard County, Florida, is Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. I can't believe I got that right. How is it that an Australian's American knowledge is that good? Anyway, let's get back to the game. So, let's stab some monsters. Katori, Oswald,
Yeah.
declarations. It's all the same from me.
My stick appears to be broken. I'm just going to use magic from now on.
You're gonna get crushing force again.
I sure am.
All right. I'll let you two decide because I've already said what I'm doing, so it's not going to affect anything.
Ooh, good roll. Good
See?
choice.
It works.
Oh my god, does it ever?
There's a little
That's absurd!
7 out of 7.
We need a rule for critical successes! There have been 3 in this game! Oh my goodness. And they're not like nothing, they're like 6 and 7 dice.
Go this, you ugly snotling.
It is very,
I have
very
rules. I will
impressive.
never have
The only
burgers.
issue with it is it gets harder to achieve the more dice you have, which seems
Which does
counterintuitive.
seem counterintuitive.
And
So
yeah, it's the only time it's happened.
what it will need to be is it'll need to be something like if you score double or more the number of successes as your opponent. Like it'll need to be related to how well
Yeah.
they roll.
What if it even just increases? Like, if you
Like
do
it's
3 out of
scaling.
3, yeah, scaling.
Well,
thing.
was it Crichton 5th edition is
the
like
higher risk, the higher reward.
10 up, 10 below.
We'll workshop it, but I think I agree. We need some kind and you know what? This kind of special can be that thing's bloody head explodes.
Hell yeah.
Like a watermelon
Oh,
just pops as gravity crush just crushes its head.
Vader 4 scripts.
But inside it like implodes, and then the pressure of it going in each direction just keeps going as the magic disappears. And it just kind of implodes, but then sprays back out the other sides. You may remove.
It's like that
This
classic,
beast.
the plastic head exploding, whatever.
could be so dark right now. It'd be like Rumpet. Are you seeing that?
Asher, look! His brains are everywhere! There's some on your shoe, lad!
Apparently, I get an honorary American star.
Oh, they've got so many stars.
Yeah, and
I
stripes.
can just hand them out anyway.
All right, so let's go with Crumpet? No, let's do Celestia. Celestia, boom, what are you doing?
Same as always.
All right, well, 3 successes is what you're chasing.
It is. Ain't gonna be a crit again, that's for sure. Yeah,
That's
3.
tied.
Tie.
So you reroll.
Go again.
2 successes.
Oh, come on. Please. You can do it. 3.
Your sword makes contact with the soft body of this creature
Great.
I love that part.
in a manner that proves fatal.
Oh,
Describe your fatality.
say how you slay.
Yeah.
How do you slay?
How you slay.
Well, it feels a little bit too extra for me, but I love it. How do you slay?
How do you slay?
I feel like that's
slay?
someone does. I feel like I've heard that. I mean,
I see.
yeah, cool.
Anyway,
Frame your fatality. I'm going for Mortal Kombat.
Celestia goes
Wasted.
for the low sweep this time.
Okay.
He takes off one of his legs. And then does the upper tops.
So it takes off one of his legs via all of his organs.
And then the rest.
Unzips the tent.
As dire as your situation has been, you're getting all the kills.
Yeah.
Celestia unzips
Does a bit of a Zorro
Hashtag sleep.
without the top and part of the Z.
Asher pulls his witch's hat down and shields himself from a rain of blood.
But just
Yeah.
in
Like
those
Mr.
pieces.
Biggs, yeah.
There's just the sound of a spray of mud on a raincoat as Asher's leather hat gets pulled down and just of leg blood across the head. Whoa, that was impressively violent. Katori,
Well done, Celestia.
you get 1 less dice.
I do get 1 less dice. So it says 6. Actually, I'm going to do a cautious attack.
Okay.
I didn't actually
Which will
say
negate
what I was
your
gonna do, which
dice,
will
yeah?
negate my.
Well, Crumpet
Thing.
gets 1 success against you.
Oh, no.
You got 1 success.
Reroll.
So you've gotten 1 success, but we roll off as Crumpet. I can't believe I thought that was
One
none, and I was like, did Crumpet just get you? Oh, jeez. Crumpet gets 3 successes.
You got a critical success.
He's out for blood.
Crumpet!
Oh, you're trying again.
Three.
You're trying
It
again.
is neck and neck with Crumpet.
2 successes.
Don't lose to Crumpet.
Oh no, I lost a die.
What did he roll?
2 this time
2.
on the 3rd attempt.
Did you lose it?
3. Okay. So you successfully, way too difficultly, fend off Crumpet.
Stop. Just
But unfortunately,
Freaked out by guys. You don't know which way he's going.
which unfortunately significantly negatively impacts your attack against the big boy, who gets
my
4
goodness.
successes, and again comes in with 4 damage, which now does 2 damage to you. Breaks your armor again. Your armor now goes to 1, and you're stunned 1 again.
Okay.
Oh my god. 2
And he
damage,
roars
you
in
said?
triumph.
Does Hendrix heal me again?
Yes, you gain 1 health. And he roars in triumph as in a demonic voice.
Strakrum's implacable, mighty, glorious, intelligent bidding be done.
He may be unpluckable, but his head, I will certainly pluck off his head.
I will kill you for your insolence against the wise master.
I will kill you because I can.
You're doing a terrible job of it.
More
We
bandits.
shall see.
And now it's time for the party to gang up. So movement phase. The two monsters aren't going to move. But I'm
move.
guessing you all are.
Yeah, I'll move closer.
Celestia moves up. And Hendrix is going to take that spot in between the pair. What's Oswald going to do?
I'll move up 1 onto the green. Yep. They want to do it.
Color-coded textures are helpful.
Oh,
What
there
you
we
doing?
are. We're all together in formation, fighting the 2 remaining little blighters. I am going to use Energy Blast on the person besmirching Katori.
Okay. On the Abyssal Tormentor, the Whipmaster.
Yeah, that bugger.
What health are you on?
3.
3. Okay. And Celestia?
I'm going to use cautious attack against the smaller guy.
Against
No,
Crumpet.
Crumpet!
You're going to kill Crumpet.
Oh, is that Crumpet?
Yeah, that's the only one left.
Oh, okay, no. But I can't hit the big
How's
guy.
Crumpet the survivor?
No, this isn't this Crumpet?
No, that's the big guy.
No.
Crumpet's the one in
I
between.
can't reach him.
You might just have to do him in.
Can I can
There's
throw
no
my
other
shield
way.
at him. Hold on.
Put Crumpet
No,
down.
I got this. Hold on.
Put Crumpet in the dirt.
I'm going to throw my shield at the guy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Katori.
I'm going to do cautious attack. Again.
And which counters the negative one. And
Yeah.
I've got bad news. You are at half health or less.
I am.
So he gets an extra dice.
Oh no.
So the Tormentor with another Sundar gets 4 successes.
Does this extra count for his defense against me?
Yeah, so basically it's not like just against the target, it's because they're bloodthirsty. Once they scent the blood, they just fight better. They get more into it because they're evil.
Rude.
You got 4? 4! Alright, so his defense roll is 4 for everyone else, but we gotta re-roll. And you are beating that. You are not beating that. That is 7
Is that
successes.
7?
You might beat it. You might
No,
tie.
I've got 6 dice.
Okay, you can't beat it. So you are getting hit by this hit.
Terrible.
Well, unless you roll success and use knack, right? Then that
That's
would draw
true.
it.
You'd
That's a
have to
chance.
use a lot of knack. If you get a crit, you need a crit success and then
Yeah.
spend a lot of knack.
There's a chance. There's not a chance.
So everyone else
And that chance
attacking
was
the
0.
dread spawn, make your rolls. You're chasing 4 because that's what you got on the first roll. So Celestia is throwing a shield.
So is that the same deal again?
What's it say on the card?
Oh no. Shield skill.
I will roll just quickly.
So shield plus.
Does not beat. Oh, it gets tied with
You got
4. Ties with
So
4.
you 2 reroll.
Only 2.
Nice. You got
3.
Okay, so you're going to hit. So
Hell yeah.
Oswald's going to hit.
Shield skill.
Shield skill. Is your shield,
2.
which is 2, obviously.
Just 2.
Is that what your shield
Plus
is?
Yeah,
your
plus
And your shield uses. You have a kite shield, yes?
yeah.
Clearly.
It's in the art.
Reflexes.
Oh, great. Awesome.
It's almost like your character was built out for that.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
3. You were needing 4.
such an exciting
I'm gonna use
Then you just tie and it would re-roll with 9 dice and probably beat you. Just
Yeah, that's not worth.
let it be. So Oswald, you do how much damage?
I do the focus damage, which is 3.
3 at range, and guess what? It has only got 1 defense now because Katori smashed one of that armor. So it takes 2 damage, taking the first damage of the Abyssal Tormentor. Woo!
I did 0 damage to this guy.
Well, yeah, you just
Yeah.
reduce his armor.
Are you freaking
to 8 health. Bah.
Does Hendrax heal anyone?
Hendrax heals.
Or is he not healing?
Hendrax heals. You were low, right? What were you on?
I'm same as Katori
So
now.
he
Wow.
heals you this
3.
turn,
So
and
I'm
then
up
next turn you start healing Katori. You're on 4 now. Yep. So, next up is you get smacked with thunder. That's what happened. So you take damage 4,
But
negated by 1,
negated
becomes
by
3.
1. Oh. Can I
So
spend a grit?
You can spend a grit.
I'll do that.
State of 1 health.
Yeah.
Good use.
So Katori is on 1 health, and this last hammer blow comes down, and you hear like buckles strain and snap as Katori's breastplate is just destroyed beyond repair. And Katori, in fact, all of Katori's armor is now ruined. I mean, obviously you're still wearing parts of it, but it's functionally like the rings of your chainmail are falling all over the ground.
0 armor.
0 armor.
Oh, damn.
Our tank
Oh, good.
has been doing a very good job tanking, to be
Yes,
honest.
that is true.
Yeah, and you still have neg 1 dice.
Yep.
Next turn, let's gang up on these guys. So this is where we start to think, do you all have anything that could allow you to basically gang up on him? So for example, Katori's debuff, like that smash to the ground was a really good example of things like that, where you want to
Move the dice
effectively sway yourself so you can gang up and try and beat this guy up.
Yeah, I do. It just didn't work very well, but I don't have to do it again. Do I get my shield back after I throw it, or is it?
No.
No, I had a feeling.
Your shield has landed at the ground next to him. Now, a higher level version of it, yes, it bounces back to you like Captain America, but you only have the level 1 version.
Well,
You're gonna need some mad XP for that
there
one.
you go.
Everyone's the thinking is happening.
I'm going to do smash to the ground.
Can I? And I'm in combat with Crumpet, but
Not for free. You're gonna have to deal with Crumpet.
Can players specify non-lethal?
I'll let you.
Yeah.
Do you want a pet?
Brains are leaking out of his skull.
throw a turkey.
I'm gonna say you can if you want to roll.
Can I do cautious attack?
I say you can do cautious attack non-lethally to just kind of put him on the ground.
That sounds awesome. Let's do
Okay, so let's roll that straight
Why are we
away.
not murdering this thing when you're close to death?
Two,
Because he just got hit
two
so quick and
successes.
so fast. It just felt bad.
All right.
Two.
Two.
You got two. Roll
Let's do
off.
it again.
Fighting 2 again.
Two, three, four.
So Celestia, you like lean your sword forward in its scabbard and just sort of against Crumpet, who is flailing weakly at Katori, just kind of press firmly in one side of his body, and then it just falls over because he has no sense of balance at all, and he's just sort of flailing in the mud a little bit.
Great.
And Crumpet is now out of the fight. What were the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna use 2 spirit to try and smash to the ground again.
Hendrax is going to heal you 1 health.
Okay.
Cool.
So you don't
Still
get
doing
the.
Who is now?
Oh,
you'll
no,
now be
yeah,
on 2.
yeah.
But the healing happens at the
Still
end, all at
doing
the
it.
end. So
I can
heard
do
it.
something.
I heard
Let's
it.
do it. Cool.
And I am going to use Energy Blast again. I am storing my last 2 spirits for in case we really need it.
okay. Well, this is your chance because it only rolled 3 successes. Oswald's energy blast goes.
Oh, he's so close again.
Blam! Spice Weasel.
Hey.
That's another 2 damage.
Yep.
Hey, time for grit, maybe? Raw damage? You've got the, it's just damage. It's just damage. It's just damage. It's just damage.
He's on 6.
You get a long rest after this, Murray, my friend.
Until we
You're gonna get all
know.
of those
Just
up.
damage.
Just
Damage.
Okay, I will.
I can neither confirm nor deny the long rest.
hey, there's like 3 months that gotta pass, right? Or something.
Not in the game world, just in the real world.
Okay, that's true.
He's on 6.
Do it.
You want me to spend it? Take it to 5.
He's got 8 health, so yes, I do.
Okay.
And everyone's got 1 health.
So it's this beam of elemental magic just blasts out. What element do you pick? It doesn't change anything, but just what do you?
Fire.
Okay, so this beam of fire like blasts out, and then just with a flex of old biceps, there's just like there's almost a ringing of the staff, and it just you hear like that sound of wood creaking, and then it's kind of like a little pulse of energy just shoots a last little whimper out the end, and then follows up with a bang on the end. It's almost like there's a little ball chasing the first one that smacks in for an additional damage. Well done. Some grit used. 5 health left.
Yay, well done.
Katori,
Rub that out.
beat 3. Become victor.
Not Crumpet. 1, 2, 3.
I actually
Smash to the ground.
Yeah, but this is actually more helpful to others because I don't think I do any damage.
Yeah, but that doesn't
the
matter because
armor.
next turn he loses 3 dice.
Yeah, he
So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, he does.
So all of the weapon skills in Gateway as we're building it, they all have a flavor. And the blunt weapons is all about like debuffing, destabilizing. So you
Just putting out there, her grit would still apply damage because it's -2 and then the armor thing.
yeah, you could use grit to do damage.
So it is still an option.
You could also keep
I
it
think
to
I'll
maybe
keep
keep
it.
you alive.
Yeah,
okay.
because my
It's a
injury's
good
not
point. It's
great.
a good point. I'm just like, use the grit.
You do now gain a You do now gain a point of health as Hendrax's healing comes in, and it will only get 5. And now Celestia is in the mix,
Will destabilize your very foundation.
which means guess what?
Stabilize your face.
Let's just go for it. So it's got neg 3 dice. It's attacking Katori. You're all attacking it. What are you choosing?
I wish there was a final blow card. That would be great.
Yes, well, I'd just like to say that Phil has declared that you should get Crumpet on your side by paying him compliments. Butter him up, so to speak.
Oh, bar up a little bloody crumpet.
That's great.
It is a bloody crumpet.
A crumpet. I Vegemite. I just Vegemite.
Oh my god.
You put Vegemite on a crumpet.
That's too Australian.
Yeah. Oh bother.
I'm going to cleave.
Actually, honey on a crumpet's way better.
Yeah, I agree.
So good.
You're going to cleave?
Cleave
is useless
useful
against him,
for
right?
It gives
multiple
me
enemies.
1 extra damage to the thing, and everything else is just like I could do the same attack with something else, but cleave sounds cooler.
Flavor.
Sure. It's not what it's for, but I respect it.
Cooler than reckless attack.
Honestly,
like it says, I'm going to cleave his
using
head in.
things
Like,
not what they're for is half the fun.
You'd only got 2 successes. Thanks to that massive blow. What did you pick again? Sorry.
Reckless attack.
Okay. Let's see it. Read it and weep. Everyone, roll your attacks.
Oh wait, no, that was not the card
I'll go
that I was meant
first.
to do. So I had the wrong
Energy
card.
blast again?
It was the one
Got
that
it.
gives me
3 successes.
not
Success.
extra damage, but it gives me an extra weapon. Yeah, cautious attack.
Okay,
not
cautious
reckless.
attack.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I'm being cautious, not reckless.
All right. And you? Celestia?
2.
2. You got to re-roll with it. 2 successes.
Wait, this is also silly.
Okay.
That's a reroll.
You get it.
It's 4.
And what? Just it's rolly time.
I'm so ready for rolly time.
You hit.
4 and yeah.
All 3 of you hit.
Yay.
So, with a cautious attack from Katori, a blast of energy from Oswald, and a massive cleaving blow from Celestia, all at the same time. Fascinate me with your fatality.
Are you sure we don't even need to tell you the damage?
I don't need to know. It only had 4 health left. And you do 2.
I did
You
1.
do minimum 2 with cleave.
Oh, they
Is it
didn't
plus
even
1
need me.
damage?
Plus 1 damage, yeah.
You do 2. No, you do 3. You do 2. I already knew.
I
It
did
was
1.
dead.
I'd like to think we all like do the anime yell, and it's like the 3
And there's like everyone has different sunbeam things. And it all lands
coming in really
at the
cool on
same
top,
time.
and then Katori's just
And you hold the final pose for like 3 full seconds, and then it just goes like.
That's how, and then he just
Boom.
disappears.
You take down the Abyssal Tormentor. Strackrob will have his revenge, she says as he blasts into fire and ash.
Oh,
shut it. Bonk.
Yeah.
And then you
did
all
it.
look around,
Where's Crumpet?
Yeah, how's Crumpet going?
rolling around on the ground.
Oh goodness, what should we do? Can I pick Crumpet up with one hand?
Yes.
What do we do with this thing?
Perhaps we tie a leash around him.
Oh goodness.
Well done, everyone. Asher, how are you feeling?
That was impressively violent. And he says, like, washing blood out of his face.
I'm sorry you're covered in gore. Please ignore our 2 warriors who are now thinking about enslaving this small
I'm
demon.
not thinking about enslaving. I think, Asher, would you like a companion
Yes.
to go with your cat?
Or something to cook in that pot.
No, well, someone to talk to.
I already can talk to my cat.
That's really
You
true.
could probably use his face as a new cauldron.
You said enslaving was bad.
Well, I've heard Dreadspawn have useful alchemical regions in their entrails.
Okay, well, I'll just point at all the other ones.
He Asher just starts going around like scooping things into some vials and
Okay.
pouches.
Is
He's
there-
like, "What? I'm a witch."
Does the Dreadspawn? I'll ask Hendrax. Does the Dreadspawn have any help against Srekrum?
Do they have
Or the
help
Abyssal?
against him?
Well, no. Do we have like advice? Is there any use in us having one of its minions?
We could find out how they got here.
Gee, like a
But also how it got here. When we thought they couldn't get across the
That's
courts of
what I'm
justice.
getting at.
or whatever.
Interrogation.
You know, unless they're really, they got really good teamwork. They got across really easily.
or like a snicker dog.
I'll hold the guy. And, what do you know about this purple smoke?
Oh no! We found Gideon the Goblin!
Strackron made it.
Why?
Evil doing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's very vague.
Would you like a moment to convince us to let you live?
I no longer hold fear of death.
That is a strong way to live. I commend you.
Thank you. You have relieved me of my mortal concerns.
How would you like to just have a grand old life in the forest? Okay.
No.
Hacks up a pile of grey matter, spocks it onto the ground.
Okay. I know this. You have to do this with chickens sometimes.
No. I'm. My name.
Oh.
Crumpet.
My name Crumpet.
Yes.
Who all them?
Not Crumpet.
I'm alive.
Exactly.
In a manner of speaking.
Looks around, looks at blood on hands,
Drax, do you want to maybe fix his head?
looks at all of you.
So we won then.
We did! And you were really brave.
Good work. Go team.
Yes, you did so well.
And I will protect you more next time so that doesn't happen again.
What happened?
Your head.
Never mind. Nothing is wrong.
I feel good.
Good on you. And a pat on the back. Shall we go?
Yes, let's.
You're coming.
Picks up a blade, wipes it off.
You want to come with us?
Aren't we fighters, friends, and adventurers?
Sure. I mean,
Why else would we have
Why?
killed all these
That
horrible
was the
things?
intent, remember?
I mean, we are
That
also
is why we all fought
missing-
together.
We're missing a player as well, I suppose. So perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's me.
Go. Come on, Robin.
Stay on, a player.
Oswald's going to walk over to the remaining ash of the Tormentor and pick up the shield that's lying there and hand it to Crumpet and say, "You won, therefore you get this. Congratulations, Crumpet."
Yes, good.
It's good. You get rewards for fighting against evil, see?
Picks up the shield, way too heavy, but still holds onto it and is just like dragging this this big shield behind.
I will get stronger.
Absolutely you will.
You'll become an integral part of the team, Crumpet.
Okay,
I just know it.
good.
We'll see how long this bit lasts.
You'll forget about me.
No.
They always forget about the NPCs they adopt. It's inevitable.
Not like that donkey.
Do we have to get Alicia to make Crumpet art?
I think we do.
So, next morning, so Alicia, I don't know how to tell you this.
We bonked an evildoer so hard on his head he forgot he was evil.
We absolutely collapsed a goblin's face and then felt bad, and now we own him.
We gave him another chance at life.
All right, guys, you've totally, you're adopting the evil Dreadspawn because you've given him so much cranial brain damage that he can't remember he's evil. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are we allowed?
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Yeah, exactly.
It's role play. You're allowed to do whatever you want.
Then
That's the fun of it.
Absolutely, we're doing that.
All right,
Absolutely.
all right. Well, look, I think I gotta meet Vanessa around now. So I'm gonna bounce.
Who's Vanessa?
You know Vanessa from school.
Vanessa from our year? From
Yeah,
our
like the
grade?
most popular girl in. Anyway, so I'm gonna go meet Vanessa. I'll like make a mini for Crumpet or something. Yeah.
Okay.
And he starts packing up his stuff. I'll catch you guys. I'm sure it'll be soon.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
guess I'll
mean,
see you.
Thanks.
good session. It's been
Yeah,
fun.
it's
Thanks,
fun.
Dylan.
Yeah.
This was good.
It's been good. Good. Cool.
It's been a whole week. I'm looking forward to playing more often.
And Dylan packs up his stuff, gets up, and leaves. And little did the players know that would be the last time they played for the remainder of vacation until the very last week. But we'll find out why next time.
Yay! I did a couple of sound effects.
I'm sorry, but I hope you had fun.
Some fun jokes. I had a blast. I did this like twice. I went.
And you got to see what it'd be like having a tech guy.
And it was fun to do cameras. But no, this was a lot of fun. I had a blast.
I honestly thought you were going to come down and murder Crumpet. You just be like,
Landing on his cranium.
I'll wait till like next session. Cody's like, who's this guy?
Next session, I choose to play Crumpet.
Next session you'll be playing Cody.
Yeah.
No, Cody's back.
Looking
Cody's
forward
back.
to it.
Cody will be
Cody could have been back this week, but that combat took a long time.
It was fun. It was cool to sink our teeth into it all and
Yeah.
experience it. It was cool. I think there's a lot of takeaways from that, and I think actually the biggest one is we had a whole working, decent combat session
Yeah.
that had some
Yeah,
threat, which
that was
cool.
cool.
We adapted and overcame.
Like, I don't want to be biased, but that was probably more clean, coherent fun and felt less swingy than any combat we've ever had.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Like,
on
except
this
for
channel,
D&D stuff.
easy.
But
Yeah.
which has been that was pretty entertaining to be like, oh, none of you just got floored by a roll. Like, you all took hits over multiple
Yeah.
turns, even when you were rolling really badly consistently. And even so, what was really interesting was how you could overcome a stronger enemy with a bigger dice pool by working together, which was cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Awesome.
Well done, everyone.
Yeah.
And does that mean we're going to go hang out with our
With our patrons. Yay! Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Thanks for tuning in.
I'm getting lost.